ladies and gents, this improv story is based on the idea a strange plant is grown in the garden, and I've put that emoji in just because it's one of the ones available. That's not what it looks like. Let the story commence. Mary was just raking up all the leaves and shit like that for her garden for the winter. The grass wasn't going to grow, the plants weren't going to grow during the winter. There's something about cold weather that stops things from growing. It just kind of like stops, the vibrations in the atoms. When you freeze stuff, it slows right down. And it comes back to life later on. The grass, everything stops growing. So she's just cleaning all the leaves up, sticking them in the recycle bin thing, the organic waste bin, and getting it all sorted out. Looking good, that's it, looking good. Nothing here will grow because it's winter. It's not to do with the sun so much. It's to do with it's actually all to do with the sun. It's winter. Anyway, the next day she was looking into her garden. Nothing. The day after that though, she looked into her garden. She was like, "Is that a wee bit of rubbish that's flown into my garden?" There was a wee kind of pink thing there. Is that a packet of crisps? It was pink. So what flavour of crisps do you think that might have been? Prawn cocktail, that's right. But she thought, I'll go out, but it was freezing, it's windy. She thought, I'm not going to bother opening this door and going out, just it'll blow itself away. The next day, the packet of crisps was in the exact same bit. You could see it, but it'd blown a wee bit. You could see Mary now because it was bigger. And then the next day, it was kind of floating. It'd been caught on a top of a plant. And then she's like, "Wait a minute, I don't have a plant there." She's like, "Right, what is going on here?" So sorry, my eyes are a wee bit steamy. It's just really upsetting me this. That she just wanted this to be fine and it wasn't. So she walked out into the back garden. And as she got closer to this packet of prawn cocktail that got stuck in some plant that she didn't have, she realised it wasn't a packet of prawn cocktail. It wasn't an empty crisp packet. It was a flower that looked just like that. She's like, look at that. Look at that. That just started growing. I haven't planted it like that. What the fuck's up with my eyes, man? I get this now and again. Is this pure, like, tired or sugared crash sort of feeling? It's no cat allergies that happens all the time. Every now and again. Depends if I've eaten some sort of sugary fucking pish cereal. I didn't have sugary cereal. It was like, they were like Cheerios. I had porridge, a tiny wee bit of porridge and a tiny wee bit of Cheerios because I wanted the rest of the porridge that was there. And I had these Cheerios which had probably got tons of fucking sugar in it. I'm not diabetic. If I was diabetic, there you go to the doctors, diabetic. I've had all this fucking tested, everything's fine. My biggest fucking problem, my biggest medical complaint is I don't have any medical fucking complaints. I've got a pain or something like that, it's nothing. I've got a low as fuck heart rate, it's nothing. Doctor, I'm getting headaches every fucking day. They do a brain scan, it's nothing. My back's fucked. The chiropractor says that the bones have fused together. They said that it's all worn out. They did an x-ray, it won't be. But they said, why would they lie? They're going for a full fucking scan. Absolutely fine, it's just muscular. I'm just lazy. It's all fucked. My biggest problem is there's nothing, there's no problem. Just organise my thoughts, and I think I've got ADHD, go for a test, and I've maybe got it. My biggest problem is I've not got any fucking problems. Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing. Anyway. Denial. No, Alan Smith, you're not listening. I believe there is something wrong with me at various times in my life, and I got to get it checked out. And the experts, various experts, not this like one doctor that's full of shite, they're all like that. They're fine. The machine says you're fine. The scanner thing says you're fine. All the things say you're fine. Your blood tests say you're fine. This is fine. Nope, you're fine. You're fine. Mary was looking at this plant and she wasn't fine. She was fine. She was like, what's this? How can a new plant that she hasn't planted grow? Like, even if she had planted a seed like a week ago, how could this be growing in winter? Maybe a wee seed floated in. No, but it still wouldn't grow in the fucking winter. She's like, looking, oh well, it's amazing. And she was sitting in the living room that night and she messaged a pal to say, she took a picture on her phone. She went, oh look at this. Went, oh look, that's beautiful. No, that's just grown in the last week. Oh, that's really good. Ah, yeah, isn't it? Fucking pal, our pal Sally. Hasn't got a clue about gardening and stuff like that. She's like, oh, that's good. That's nice. That's a nice flower. That's so pretty. Fuck off. She looked at the garden. To the garden. Yeah. There it was the next day. Didn't look out in the garden for about another 3-4 days. Then she looked back. And she couldn't see the flower anymore. She's like, where is it? Oh, it's away. Maybe it was a fast acting flower, it grows dead quick and it vanishes, dies, and then blows away in the wind. What are you talking about? She's like, well, it was right there. Right there where that tree is. She was like, what tree? Tree? You don't have a tree. And she's like, oh my god. There was a tree now where the flower was, and Mary didn't have a tree in her garden, and she was like, yo. She walked out and looked up. The tree went all the fucking way into the clouds. She's like, this is like some real fucking giant beanstalk shit, this, man, yo. Okay, I'll blow back. All the way up into the clouds. She messaged her pal Sally and said, now look. And Sally went, oh my god, that's an amazing tree. Mary just went like, you know what? She took her phone, she smashed it against the wall. She went, fuck this. I don't want to see Sally again. I don't want to message anybody. I don't think I'm going to need a phone where I'm going. She started to climb the tree because there's lots of wee branches coming out, like stairs, like a wee staircase, dead easy to climb. Up and up and up and up. She could see the whole of Glasgow. They up there, and she was still only not even halfway up to the clouds, but this went beyond the clouds. It went up and 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 up. She kept going up. It started getting like she was right above the clouds. She started to be able to see the curvature of the earth. She was like, what? She's like, wait a minute, I'm going to start feeling faint. But she didn't. She got up and up and up. It started getting dark. She's like, right, am I not supposed to be like running out of oxygen? She kept going up and up and up, and she looked, and this fucking tree just looked like it kept on going into outer fucking space. She kept going and going and going until she started fucking floating. There was no gravity. She was just pulling herself along like that. You know, like when you see people inside a space station. Like that. She was going like that. But she could breathe. Somehow the tree was giving out oxygen like the way plants do. Enough oxygen that it was like air. It was just the right percentage of oxygen. No too much. Just the right 21% oxygen has to travel between you and me right now as we're speaking. So she just kept going like that, you know, just like one wee push like that, and she was like flying, frictionless, through space. Sometimes she would date and she'd start to fucking go off a wee bit. But the thing is, there's wee vines that would sort of come out for the tree, she'd sort of grab onto them. It was alright. She kept on going, and then she went for a wee sleep. She tied some of the vines around her to make sure she didn't drift off in her sleep. Fell asleep, and she woke up, and honestly, she had it was amazing, strange, mental fucking dreams. Dreams like gravityless dreams. Weird dreams where she felt like she was like floating in the sea. And then she woke up. Mad. She kept on going, and eventually she started to see like leaves, like you would get, like it started branching out. Leaves like the top of a tree. She's like, what? This is it. So I'm getting to the end. As she got to the end, she was expecting another planet. She was expecting it to maybe be connected to another planet. She was starving, by the way, and thirsty as fuck. She started to get up to the top of the tree, and tons of branches, tons of leaves, and then she kept on going, and then she got to the very top, and that was it. No more tree, but no, like there was a planet sort of a bit kind of far away, but it wasn't next to the tree. And in the tree, she heard this. There's a woman. And she looked. And it was three wee lassies. They're about, like, 13, 14 or something like that. And Mary went, what are you doing here? And the three wee lassies went like that. We climbed up this tree like yesterday. Last night we're having a carry out, and we chucked our bottles in your back garden, just to get rid of them. And we thought, oh no, that's probably smashed everywhere. And then we looked, and there was this tree that just kept going up and up, so we went up it. Is this your tree, isn't it? Aye, this is mine. They said, there's nothing here. Mary went, well, we go back then. And the three lassies went, no. Why don't we go there? And that planet in the distance. They were talking about that, and Mary said, that's too far away, how are we going to get there? Well, we'll just jump off and head in that way, and then we'll just be able to fly into it. She says, but what if you miss? I mean, you'll slow down and you'll be trapped. You want to get slowed down. No friction, I got it in science. Frictionless. She says, what, but there'll be no oxygen? And one of the lassies said, I think the tree will take care of us. And Mary said, but you'll be leaving the tree. You'll be leaving the tree, you'll be out of this air field. And one of the lassies, was a bit of a nutter, went, fuck the lot of yous. And she gave it a shot. And she went like that. And she was just flying through the air. And they watched her. But then she started, they saw in the distance, gone like that. No air in space. Have yous not been listening to the story? There was air coming from the tree. It's a magic tree, but it gives you oxygen, but not just oxygen, the whole air. The whole of the air. Like whatever it is, 70% nitrogen, fucking this percentage oxygen and all the rest of it, right? But that first lassie had went outside the airfield, so it looks like there's nothing you could do. And then Mary said, well, why don't we aim for that planet? But why don't we snap off one of the branches? And then maybe we can hold the branch next to us while we're out there. And maybe the magic air that comes for the tree will also come for the branch. So we just need to sort of hold it next to us like that. You know, like that. And one of the lassies went, that's a stupid idea. And the other lassie fucking belted her like that. And went, don't speak to your elders like that. She went, fucking do it. No need to hit us. So the one that got hit took the branch and went like that and jumped. But she jumped fucking well in the wrong direction. Like there's a planet that way. She went that way. She fucked up. She could breathe, but she was dead far away and she was still breathing. She was like that. But she just went away into fucking darkness. She just went away into fucking darkness. So somebody champing the door there. She eventually did reach a planet, but it was approximately 10,000 years later. And she was dead by that point. So all that was left was Mary and this other lassie. This final lassie. And Mary said, well, we just head back now because this is too risky. And the lassie went, you're a shite bag. Is that what happens when you get older? You turn into a shite bag? And Mary went, no. And the wee lassie went, well, go and do it then. I said, do what? Go to the planet. And Mary says, so what you're saying is, we know the branch works, and all I need to do is just aim in the right direction, that's it, aye. She goes, well, let's do it together. And the lassie went, no, you do it first. And then Mary said to the lassie, what's the matter? You chicken? And Waynes, especially teenagers, hate that. See, when you call them a chicken, they bite like you know, they need to do it. They need to do it. So if you're ready to get battered fucker by a group of teenagers, say to them, I bet you can't not batter fuck at me. And they'll go, you're getting battered, and then go like that, what's the matter? You chicken? They'll stop, they won't batter you. So the lassie and Mary decided to date together. They took a branch each, they held hands, and they went, let's go. There it is. 3, 2, 1, and they jumped. But Mary meant that planet. You see, there was a few planets you could see. Mary meant that one. The lassie thought she meant that one. So they ended up going like that. But right away, banging fucking heads. Right away, clash of heads. Like, oh, fuck. And they drift, you know, they automatically pushed each other away. Like that. And they went into fucking darkness. Both of them had a branch each. Mary floated through space for a week. A spaceship came, she was just ready to die. A spaceship came along. Flying saucer. And traction beamed Mary into the spacecraft. There were aliens. And you'll never believe what it looked like. They were tall and thin, with big eyes and what looked like big brains. And dead skinny, because they used their minds, they didn't really use their bodies anymore. Amazing. Amazing idea. And Mary went, oh my God, thank God. They said, we also found your friend from Earth. And it was a lassie. They went next door and they went, here she is. And this lassie, and she's only like 14, was practically turned inside out in some contraption, yet kept alive. Screaming her head off. And Mary was like, and the alien said, we do not experience this thing you humans call pain. We are very interested in exploring this. And Mary went, right, no, you're alright. No. But then the alien said, but on the flip side, as you humans say, we do not experience things such as pleasure, and we are very interested in exploring that. Would you be alright with that? And Mary went, yes. And the alien said, unless of course you want to experience what she's getting, you want to swap places. And Mary went, no. The alien said, but we have learned that this pain thing is something you don't want to experience, and this person is much younger than you, and we have heard that children are usually placed in higher importance in terms of welfare than elders, so you would want to swap places with her so that she may live a full life. No, you got the wrong planet. What planet's this? Earth. No. No. I can see how you would have got mixed up though. But no. And then they did these experiments where Mary could experience lots of pleasure, but it would cause even more pain to this lassie. Chocolate. Toasted crumpet with butter. All sorts of other stuff I'm not going to go into. And she could hear this lassie screaming, getting her kind of that skin torn off and put back on again. But the fact is that these aliens, as much considering they weren't for Earth, they made an amazing cup of tea. And a lovely bowl of chicken super noodles. Just the right consistency, no too watery. Brilliant. The end. Seven out of 10. Flayed out of 10. That story was called Mary's Tree